everyone, this is Jeannie Ellis, also known as Scrapbooking Mamo, and today is day 12 of the 12 Days of Christmas, my last day for this series. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to be making any more Christmas stuff. It just means that it's the end of this series. So, also be sure you check out Craft with T's videos. She's doing 25 days, and her information is in the description box below. So today I'm attempting to make a wreath ornament with beads. I have never done it before, but I have watched some videos that have given me inspiration, and I have selected several beads of different sizes, and we're going to try these and see how it comes out. So the first thing I did is I've got 4 different layers, but we may only use 3. So we're going to start out by putting a stopper at the end of my wire, which is a 20 gauge. It's about 30 to 32 inches, probably way too long, but we're going to try and see how this goes. I'm going to kind of shift this over a little bit for myself. So I'm just going to strand, because I've already laid them out, sorted the way I want. So I'm just going to go ahead and start sorting them out, or putting them onto the bead wire. If I can get hold, there we go. And see how this looks. These with the little guys here with the little holes, they're a little harder to do. I'm just simply, I just placed them onto my foam mat here just to see how it would look. And I liked the way it was, had a little pop of color of red. And I've got some mint green in there, so hopefully it'll look all right. So let's just slide this on down. And then you gotta be careful. I keep hitting my other pieces there. Okay, so I think that'll be fine. I think that'll look all right. So I am just going to do the second row the same way. Try to catch those flying beads. These little ones with those tiny holes are not easy for me, but I think they just add to it. So we're going to continue using them. Now this big bead has a really tiny hole in it, which, to me that's surprising. It should have a bigger hole, but that's just me. Okay, so that's 2 strands, or 2 sections actually, and I can tell that's not going to be big enough. So we're going to go for the 3rd strand. I had some candy canes I was going to put in, but I changed my mind on them. I may put one in the center and put a jump ring on it and see what it looks like. And just go from there. That's not the right bead there. I want my crystal beads. Okay, so that's 3 sections of the beads. I got this guy that keeps wanting to come in. Okay, let's see if this is going to be big enough before I decide whether or not I need that 4th section. So, it all depends on taste, whether you want it to be that size or not. Okay, now, this size would be fine, but I'm thinking one more section, and of course I would shape it, but I'm thinking maybe one more section. Let's try one more section. So I better get this guy back on so he doesn't fall off. So I think now that's going to be plenty big enough. Hopefully not too big now. We'll check. I think that'd be fine. Debatable. It's debatable. I wonder if that should be a 3 section after all. I think if I did just if I did 4 sections, it's going to look like a skinny wreath. Doing, bend that. There we go. Whoops, that didn't work. You know what? I think I am going to stick with the 3 sections because I think the 4 sections would make it look too skinny. Now, you may not agree with me, but that's what I'm thinking. 4 sections might be too skinny of a wreath unless I make some really big beads, and I think I lost a tiny one. Probably fell my sleeve. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and work with the 3 sections rather than 4 sections. So I definitely have enough wire. So now what I like to do, what I've seen others do, and there's different ways of doing this, but I want to go ahead and get my wreath together. So what I need to do is cross over the wires and like so. And I'm going to thread one end into the first bead, which is a spacer bead. Okay. Maybe. Sometimes you get used to doing it one way and it's not working the way you thought it was going to when you try a different way. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to cross it over to this section. And I kind of pull it together as tight as possible. Once I get it all together, then I can form the final shape of the bead. Now I'm going to take my pliers that helps me to smooth out my wire. My brain and work at the same time is not wanting to function. And I am going to take and twist that around as much as possible to kind of tighten it up there. Now I'm going to do the same thing over here. Okay, I have got my circle completed, and I think the colors look great. Now, what I can do is I can add a charm and put a couple of candy canes down here if I want to. I'm not really sure because I like the elegance of this look, and to me that the candy cane might take that away. And I am not going to use this as a hanging tool, I don't think, because I'm afraid somebody could get hurt with that. But I do need to add a bow of some kind on here anyway. So let me get that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and added my bow onto my ornament and with a corded ribbon, or yeah, I guess you could call it ribbon, but it's a cording. And I think it turned out really good. I wasn't going to use a black bow because I thought, well, black, uh, that's not very Christmassy. But if you think about it, there's black and red plaid that's used a lot, and black and white plaid that's modern decorating. And I think the black looks really good with it. It gives it a red bow there, or ribbon cording, and a black bow with bits of black and red inside the ornament itself. So I think it came out really good, and I'm excited about it, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that you will try it. It's not hard to do. It just depends on how big you want your wreath, how big you want your beads on that wreath. Because if they're too big for a small wreath, then it's not going to look right probably, and vice versa. So I felt the 4 sections was too much, made it too skinny looking. So anyway, there is my 12th day of Christmas gift idea or craft idea, or both. So thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for other videos that I'll be sharing. And just because this is my 12th day does not mean that it's my last day of doing any kind of Christmas stuff. It just means it's the end of this series. But continue to watch Craft with Tea because she is doing 25 days. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Many blessings. Bye for now.